and you can see it.
I was against the war in Iraq. Has not been debunked.
That was Donald Trump lying right into the microphone about his record opposing the Iraq War at the second presidential debate. There's nothing new about politicians lying, but by all accounts, brazen lying was a central feature of Trump's candidacy. When PolitiFact reviewed his statements, they found over half of Trump's statements that they analyzed were completely false. So that means on many key points, there are 50-50 odds that when Trump is speaking, he's lying. But Trump was operating in a shifting environment that increasingly rewards lies, not just in terms of a political audience, but in terms of market share. New reports and studies are documenting a perverse feedback loop where propaganda sources that reinforce popular lies are rewarded with more popularity and economic incentives online. Take a look at these headlines, which are all fake. These were some of the most shared stories on Facebook during the general election. Now, sharing a story, as you probably know, indicates someone thinks the story is probably true and important enough that other people should read it. Most of these popular false stories were pro-Trump. Take a look at this. Of the top 20 performing false election stories identified in this analysis, all but 3 were overtly pro-Trump or anti-Clinton. Now, that level of misinformation and bias reinforcement was helpful to Trump's win. But note that was not always the explicit goal of the people making this stuff. As scholar Zeynep Tufekci reports, many people who wrote those fake stories are simply opportunists, including web writers living abroad who, quote, experimented with left-leaning or pro-Bernie Sanders content, but gave up when they found it wasn't as reliable a source of income as pro-Trump content. There's money out there for giving the people what they want, and many want to be deceived. Joining me now, New York Times contributing opinion writer Zeynep Tufekci and Mika